So this is the altcoins chart, which is the market cap of all of the cryptos outside of the top 10. And there's something very interesting that I'm seeing right now, and I want to show you. So if we look below, this is the RSI I have pulled up, which is the relative strength index. And as we can see on these orange dots, these were the major cycle bottoms, the previous two cycles. And those were actually marked when the RSI hit about 30. In 2018, we hit 30 on the RSI. That was the bottom, and then we rallied from there. And in 2022, same thing happened. It hit about 30, and that was the bottom. Then we saw a massive rally into 2024. And if you look at present day, February 2026, this RSI is at about 33. So it's 3 points above that 30 mark, which has marked the major cycle bottoms the last two cycles. So whether we realize it or not, we've actually been in a bear market, at least for altcoins, since December of 2024. And most alts actually topped back in March of 2024. So I know this chart shows a higher high, but most altcoins actually made a lower high. And the same thing happened back in 2021. We saw double top for altcoins. But during the first peak was actually the top for most alts. So it's pretty interesting to see the same things happen 2 cycles in a row. But if we use a timestamp and we start it at the peak of 2021 cycle to the bottom of 2022, it was about 60 weeks. So for 60 weeks, there was a legitimate bear market. And if you look at this cycle and we draw it from the higher high, just like we did in 2021, until now, it's been about 60 weeks. So the same amount of time. We had a higher high, 60 weeks, had the bottom. We had a higher high, 60 weeks, and this could very much be the bottom, or the bottom could be soon. But my absolute most bearish case scenario is we come down to this level right here, which is about 135 billion for the market cap. And right now we're sitting at about, sorry, you can't see that very well, but it's 180. So worst case scenario, about another 25% move down for the altcoins market cap. But anyways, the point of this video is to say that the bear market has already happened, and this is the time to accumulate right now, because I believe the bottom is very, very soon. We've been going down for 13 months now. The last time it went down for 13 months, that was actually the bottom of the market. So I genuinely believe that right now is the time to accumulate altcoins, because the majority of the downside risk is done.